everyone. Welcome to
Southern
Sassy. And we gotta have a great show today, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Tell them.
We are going to be cooking with Chef Kobe Morgan out at Dalton Golf and Country Club. And we're going to make,
An appetizer.
yep,
And a dessert.
and a dessert.
A wow dessert, that is. Wow.
Dessert, all desserts are wow. I'm just saying. So we're going to help cook, watch cook, and then we get to eat.
And then we're gonna eat, yes.
Yeah.
So stay with us here on Southern
Sassy.
Well, hi everyone. We're gonna have a great time today here on Southern Sassy.
Lots of food.
Lots of food. We're at the Dalton Golf and Country Club. A big shout out to them today for letting us have this as our studio. And we have introduced our guest.
Chef Kobe Morgan is with us today, and he is going to teach us how to make,
We're going to do a couple dishes today.
Okay.
First, we're going to do an appetizer, which is a Mongolian lettuce wrap. And then we're going to finish that with a little bit of a fusion type food. We're going to go with a bananas Foster chimichanga. So we're kind
yum.
of mixing two things together.
All right, so what are we going to start with?
We're going to start with the Mongolian lettuce wrap.
Okay.
So I need someone to help me out. Come up
I'll do
here.
it.
and
Volunteer
do
there.
these
I'll do
up.
it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. So now, is there any certain kind of meat that we use? I mean, can you buy stuff at the supermarket, or do
Yes.
you order super special stuff?
No, this one, what we did, we're just using flank steak.
Okay.
Which we just trimmed up. You can get it at most of the stores here in town, definitely Kroger's. If
Oh,
you want to
okay.
shout out to them.
All right.
And that, and we just trim up our flank steak. But what we want to do is we got to marinate this just a little bit to help it cook a little better.
Okay.
But we're going to get our pan really hot, and that because we, you know, when you do a stir fry, quick hot cooking.
Okay.
So
Now,
we're gonna get a knife.
Okay.
and we're going to put some gloves on since we are
Put those
touching this
gloves
meat.
on, J. Marie.
Okay.
We don't want to spread any of that to our other products.
Okay.
And that.
Yeah, because isn't there a cross-contamination thing? Like
Yes.
if you touch meat and then you touch like raw vegetables or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
makes you
Yeah,
sick.
we
and-
definitely don't want to do
yeah,
that.
that's not cool.
So
That's not cool.
What we want to do on the flank steak runs, as you can see, the grain is running in a certain direction, like little lines.
Okay.
We want to cut against that.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to do a little bit, and then I'll let you do it.
Okay.
So we want to cut it thin as we can, just kind of going back and forth, so we get nice thin pieces.
Okay.
Those are thin pieces. Wow.
Keep your thumb out the way.
Oh, yeah, not get my thumb. That's probably a good.
What we do is kind of hold it like this, and that way,
Oh,
that way it's out of the way.
So you do it thin because.
Well, quick cooking.
Okay.
And you know, if it gets flank steak, especially since you see all that grain running in there, if you cut it too thick, you start spreading that grain, which will make it a little bit tougher to eat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know, because I've had like dried out tough meat, like when you do like stir fries or you
Right.
order it somewhere. So that means they've cut it too thick or
Yeah,
and kind of
more than
overcooked
likely.
it.
Right.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, we just have this lovely meat here. We're going to get a bowl, and we're going to marinate that.
Okay.
So we can just throw that in there. Put our
You did good.
rest of the meat away.
You did
Really
really
good,
good.
didn't I?
Yeah.
So we're going to separate, and we want the egg white in here.
Okay, just the egg white?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead.
You mean just put it in there and in here?
Just separate it how you would separate eggs at the house. Just like that. There you go.
Oh, you do it with your hands. That's how you do it so well, huh?
Well,
See, I do the shell back and forth, back and forth.
I
But that's
could never
easy.
do that. I'm not very coordinated for that. At least I can feel my egg yolks. I use
Yeah.
more yolks than anything. So.
Yeah. And then we're just going to put a little bit of soy sauce in here.
Okay. Why are we
it does-
putting the egg?
That's going to help cause it to brown up, to have a little bit of binder that holds our sauce to
Oh, okay.
to that meat.
Because
So now,
I don't
just
think
gonna
an egg
take
white
it-
with a marinade, do you?
We're just going to heat that up,
Okay.
mix that up, and we're just going to set it to the side for a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never heard of using an egg with marinating.
Okay. We'll have throw those
that our trash?
used things away.
Okay.
All right. And then now what we want to do now is put our sauce together real quick in
Ooh,
another
yum.
bowl. It's pretty simple sauce. I'm going to turn this cutting board over.
Okay.
And our pan is really hot, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
So how long have you been here at the club, Chef?
I've
Kobe?
been here 11 years in February.
I didn't realize that.
I know, it's amazing to me too.
Well, you always put out some wonderful food.
So this is hoisin sauce, which is an Oriental section.
What kind of sauce is it?
Hoisin.
What is it?
Spell that.
What is it?
Hoison.
Okay.
So we need about half, a couple tablespoons of that.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna add a little soy sauce.
More soy sauce.
Yeah, another tablespoon or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little salty, so we don't want to put too much of that. We're gonna put, this is sake or
like real Japanese sake?
Yeah,
The whole
just-
thing?
No, probably about another 2 tablespoons or so.
No, put
That's
the whole
good.
thing in there.
Sake mama.
Sake mama.
Then we have a rice wine vinegar.
Rice wine? Oh,
Just go
vinegar
ahead.
though.
Uh-huh.
The whole
Add that
thing?
to- yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Then
my.
we got
Ooh,
that.
yeah, that's vinegar.
We got the vinegar, so usually in any Oriental you want to do sweet, sour, so we want to add about half that sugar there to kind of balance that out.
Oh, I
so
thought that
it's
was
not
salt.
so
I was going
tart.
to say, boy, this is going to be salty.
we don't want that much salt.
Okay. And sugar,
Okay.
sugar. All right.
So now we got that.
Sweet and
So-
sour kind of.
Yeah, just let that sit to the side for a minute. You
Okay.
can just set it down.
Got
Then
it.
we're going to cut our garnish up. So what we're going to do is on this, we want to do quick heating with the Japanese, quick cooking with Japanese food.
Okay.
So we want to do just a julienne. Are you familiar with that cut? What you want to do is just cut at a small angle. So you get a nice little,
I've seen it on cooking shows.
so
Yeah.
that way
Yeah.
you get a nice little
Pretty.
julienne. So you can do that.
Okay,
Again, watch your
alright.
fingers.
Yeah, I'll do my little. I can't do it that fast.
Well, that knife is really sharp, girl.
Yeah, they say the dangerous knife is a dull knife.
You know, my mama always said that. Why is that?
Well, because what it causes you to do is push hard on it. So when it does go through, it hits your fingers or whatever, which is not good.
Gotcha. Okay. Red
So-
peppers.
So now we have some scallions, green onions, whatever you want to call them. And we want to just cut these kind of at a little bit of an angle the same way, just a bias angle like that.
Okay.
So we'll just cut some of those up for
Careful. with
color
your
and
fingers
flavor.
now. Is that garlic next?
Yeah, garlic next.
I love garlic.
And these one we're going to do a little different. A lot of times you crush garlic or that, but on this
We've
one
already
we want the garlic to be sliced.
All right,
So-
well, I think we're going to have to take a break.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll be back in just a moment on Southern.
Sassy. Okay, welcome back. We have got all our vegetables and our meat in the pan. Chef is stir-frying everything together, and we're getting ready to get our lettuce wraps out.
that smells so
And we're
good.
going to have some Mongolian beef in our lettuce wrap.
It
Well, you
smells
look
so
like
good.
you're ready, Miss Judy.
I've been over here just enjoying the show. This is great.
Yeah, we can use any lettuce on this, but this one is a bib lettuce, Boston bib. So it has its own little pocket already built in.
Sweet.
So that's why it's nice to
Tell
use
us
it.
a little bit about what you did over here, because when we were at break, you put everything in there.
Yeah, we had our beef going, and then we added our sauce and let it reduce. Now, if you want to add a little cornstarch
To make
to
it
your
thicker?
meat, it helps it to get a little tighter sometimes.
Okay.
It's your choice if you want to, whether you want to have that in there and that. Sometimes people don't like to
Serve it up,
do
Jane
that.
Marie.
Oh, I'm watching. No. I want to see how the master does this. Pretty food always tastes better, so I like to see how people present food.
So we'll just
Yeah.
put some of these little lettuce wraps down, pieces of lettuce.
How pretty
And,
That
already.
is pretty lettuce, isn't it?
Yeah,
It looks like that hydroponic stuff.
is.
Have you ever seen? Is it?
it is
I was
exactly
thinking,
what
I've
it
seen
is.
shows where they
Yeah.
grow their own lettuce and stuff. It's really cool.
So at this point, we would just serve it on our serving
good.
plate.
Pretty. It
All right,
smells
Judy,
wonderful.
you're gonna have to give us the.
Yum. Are you going to be my waitress today?
I'll be Jane Marie, your waitress. May I serve you some
Yes,
food,
you
madam?
may.
So,
Yes, you may.
Do you serve from? I guess you serve from the left.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you set it down.
Beautiful.
What do you think, my dear?
I love it. It's
The color's beautiful.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it
Oh,
is.
spill you wine.
we'll
Yes,
do this one to
it
Jane.
is. Gorgeous. Yum.
This looks delicious. Now, do you make
Smells
this a lot? Is this a new dish, an old dish, or a dish that you?
We don't do a whole bunch of Oriental things here at the club, just because we try to be a little bit of everything, and that's the
Right.
one thing that's different here compared to we have to be a little bit an expert in Oriental, French, all different type of dishes. So, we would do it for specials and such, but it's not on our menu.
So you have
per
the
se.
flexibility to set a menu. I mean,
Yes.
oh, okay.
So we can do whatever menu if someone comes in and says, hey, we want to, like tonight we're doing our new Tex-Mex buffet out.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to try that. So
That's
we can
some
do a
stiff
little bit of.
competition in Dalton.
Yeah.
Now they
Yeah,
got to
that's
knock
for
that out
sure.
of the park. This is really
Yeah.
good.
I like this because this is something special. This is
Right.
called, what we're doing today is the chef's table, right?
Chef's table,
So,
right.
I mean, you do have groups that come out here in like smaller groups.
Right. It's usually 4 to 6 people. They
I like that sliced garlic. It's very tender.
every month we make a drawing, and it just shows our appreciation to our membership, saying, "Hey, thank you for being a member. We want you to come out and enjoy a meal," and it kind of gives us that chance to show off a little bit what we can do and that
Wow.
because we're not just buffets and
Right,
that
right.
a lot of people
Those
come for the
specially cooked-
buffets and that.
Now, if they draw their name, do they get to choose like what you make, or do
They
you
have
make a
the-
suggestion? or
Yeah,
is it
most
like
of them just
custom?
say, "Hey,
Oh,
let
didn't put
me,
napkin.
do what
Yeah.
you want to do, chef,"
Okay.
So, but we can do either one. So now I'm going to start on the second one so we can get it going.
Okay.
Okay,
It's,
so we're going to take a break and so
We're
we can
gonna finish
eat.
eating.
The chef's going to start, and the dessert is what now?
It's a bananas Foster, which is a classical New Orleans dish, and then we're going to fusion it with a Mexican dish, chimichanga.
Whoa, well, cheers, my friend.
Oh, cheers, my friend. We'll be back.
We'll be back shortly. Well, if you've just now joined us, we are having a great time at the Dalton Golf and Country Club.
And you missed a great appetizer. The Mongolian beef and lettuce wraps are to die. They're
Yeah.
delicious. Sliced garlic. I love it. My newfound thing.
So now,
Ooh, we're on fire, baby.
wow. I knew we were hot, but my gosh.
What is this?
We put some nice rum in here. This is bananas, white raisins, brown sugar, butter, and then I'll put a little bit of, if I have it, I don't see it.
So you started with bananas and putting them in the pan, and then you put the brown
there it is.
sugar and the raisins, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then we're going to put a little cinnamon in here. We're talking only about a 1/4 teaspoon. And then I have another liqueur that I'm going to put in there, which is the banana flavor liqueur. I don't know, it's not quite as high alcohol, but that's okay. All
Well,
we
you
wanna
won't
do is do
like
that.
it. No.
So we have our filling cooked, and then normally this would be a little bit, it'd have a sauce in it, and it would be served over with your ice cream and that, and the bananas would be larger than that. But what we're going to do here is we're going to make a chimichanga out of, which is basically a fried burrito.
Okay.
So we're going to use a
I've never had one
tortilla.
I haven't either. I've had different
Nice
ice cream.
flour
and it's
tortilla.
delicious.
Put a little
Look
filling
at
in there.
that.
So you've got two kinds of raisins in there.
No, just one. It's just
Just one?
white raisins.
So this
And
is
that-
kind of like a bread pudding, if you will.
Yeah, sort of. It does
But
have
it's
that
got
flavor.
bananas. That's what it reminds me of. Bananas, and we're putting it in a tortilla.
Right.
Do you have a lot of requests for this here?
Yum.
Now, this is something we're just doing today for you guys.
Ah, we're so special. Like you said, Judy, we're hot.
That's right.
We're on fire.
And it gets a walnut sauce with it. So what we're going to do with that, we're going to add brown sugar. And we're going to add some cream. This one just half and half.
God, that smells good.
Gosh, I know.
Tasty.
We're going to add some instant coffee.
Instant coffee?
Yeah, so it gives it a
Really?
nice rich flavor
Is it
to it.
decaf?
No decaf today. Then we're going to add some more of that Myers rum. And we want it to be a little thicker, so what we're going to do is we're going to add some Karo syrup, white corn syrup to it.
Oh my gosh. How many calories is this?
We don't know. We don't
None.
know. Good answer, Chef. Good answer.
So we're going to just bring this to the boil and then let it cook for a few minutes once it comes to the boil. And then we're going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. You know, we always kind of want to have that, like we did with the sweet and sour. The lemon is going to bring the flavor, it brings the flavor that you taste out of it quicker. Okay.
Because I always, when I watch these cooking
Yeah.
shows, I always see where it says it needs more acid.
Right.
Turn the pan up toward the
Oh, so
toward
they
that
can see what's
camera
in
so
it.
they can see.
So
yeah.
we're just reducing that, letting it come all together. Once it comes to boil, it'll smooth all out, as they say. And we're going to put some walnuts in there.
Oh my gosh.
Put them all in there.
And they can buy all this stuff at the grocery store. I mean,
Yes.
this is nothing like fancy
this.
ingredients. Well, the
Nope.
liquor store. I guess you got to buy the
Yeah.
raw at the liquor store.
So
but
we just roll these up.
How about that?
that looks like a burrito.
It is, yeah, like I
Look
said,
at
just
that.
A Bananas Foster
You
burrito.
really
but
do that so easy, doesn't
I
he?
know. I think you
well, I
had a
didn't know
little bit
how
of
to do it
practice.
till I came to Dalton.
Really? Yeah, I bet.
enough.
Really?
There's a lot of Mexican restaurants here.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is I want to make sure my oil is of the right temperature. So what I'm going to do is fry these up real quick. Just a little strip that you can also use as a garnish on your dish.
Quick, he chops that.
I know.
I would lose a finger. I would lose a finger.
So you're
Okay,
deep frying that?
Yeah, we're deep frying these. Give it a nice flavor.
And so that's kind of how you're testing your oil.
Yeah.
Okay, because if it's too hot, it's gonna burn. If it's not hot enough, what's it?
Yeah, if it's not hot enough, it's gonna let the oil soak into the dish, and it won't,
okay.
we want to seal it really quick.
Okay, and then it'll be
So-
real greasy. I guess that's how you get the real greasy stuff.
Right. And
Okay.
that's we don't want that. Okay. So we're frying them till they get a little crispy, and that's what we're gonna do is stick them in. I got just a couple toothpicks so it doesn't come undone. You
Oh,
know,
that's a good
and,
idea. Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a little whip stitch my mom
That's
used
what
to
I was
do.
gonna say. My mom was
When she was like hip in
sewing.
pants, she did a little,
Yeah.
yeah, he did a little toothpick, like a little sewing thing. I can't sew a lick, but my mama could.
Like you're doing stitches, you know.
Yeah, I don't sew stitches.
Okay,
I can
our
hear
sauce is
pants,
getting.
that's about it.
See how it's kind of reducing down? You
Ooh,
can tell.
yeah,
with
yeah.
You can tell when it's thickening up. The bubbles are getting bigger and slower as they.
So
the liquids-
reducing means you're just cooking it down so it thickens?
Yes.
Okay.
And of course, if it's alcohol, you're reducing because you want to get the alcohol flavor out of there.
Why?
Out of it.
I know it doesn't make any sense to me either.
We want to know why you're getting it out.
So we're gonna put a little cinnamon and sugar for those.
Yum.
And then we're gonna drop these in there. They shouldn't take but a couple minutes.
Wow, that looks wonderful.
Oh man. Okay, this is like
Can't
got me
wait
all over.
on that one.
Fried bananas
Fried bananas syrup.
and rum and brown sugar sauce. Okay. I could eat all this separate, but together I think, okay, this is pretty awesome. Cause I like do you like just regular bananas,
I
Foster?
do.
Oh, I know.
This is just
And then I'm
way
gonna
above.
enrichen it a little more. I'm gonna put some white chocolate in there.
Oh my gosh. I
There's absolutely no calories.
I would not even. Yeah, I
Zero
would. I
calories.
would not even ask. At this point,
Yeah.
what
just
does it
no.
matter?
Yeah.
If you have to ask, you just don't need to eat it.
Yeah, it's probably one of those special occasions.
Yeah.
It's not every day, but we'll put a little bit of white
wow.
chocolate in there.
Alrighty.
And we want that at the end so it just melts in there, incorporates. We don't want to boil it too much after we put that chocolate in there.
Okay.
So it's almost gone now.
It sounds terrible.
It does sound. It sounds so terrible.
You
it's so
should
good.
not taste it. I'll take one for the team and I'll taste it for
Yeah,
you.
take one for the team.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't taste
you
it.
take that for the team. I'll take this for the team.
So I just
I like that little
crispy these
fryer
things,
thing.
little tortilla strips up. And we're going to use that as a garnish on the plate.
All right.
Because that's like a little fry daddy over there. I think you could do that like a little fry daddy or something.
It is. You could actually do this in a regular fry
Just like
pan.
a deep fry?
Yeah, just cook one side and cook the other side and that.
Okay.
So we're going to put these together real quick.
That is pretty cool. I didn't even know what a chimichanga was.
I didn't really either. I just pretended.
This one get a nice coating of the sugar on there. One thing
that's
you
like
want
a
to
big
make
old
sure
fat
is
churro.
Yeah.
Okay, now
All
I gotcha. Okay, I
take your,
gotcha now. Ooh,
want to
I
make
got
sure
that
you take
ring.
your toothpicks out of there.
Okay.
Gimme, gimme.
So we have to get our toothpicks out.
Come on.
We're almost ready. Okay, I'm going to plate these up.
You
Judy
gonna what?
wants hers right
She wants on a big plate.
Give it to her now, Sam.
I know.
You wanted me to give it to you.
So we'll cut these.
Yum.
Oh,
they
yeah,
should
listen to
have a
that
nice-
crunch.
Nice.
And we have an audience out here today that
Yeah, I'll
probably
say,
will
I'll
want to try
say,
this.
if we don't eat all this, I feel certain we'll get a little bit of
We
help.
have live
No, we-
audience today.
Put our lovely sauce over the top of this.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. Wow, wow,
And then
wow.
we want to go ahead and serve that with some of this liquor infused ice cream.
No way.
So we got more liquor in it.
Well, yeah.
Oh, how beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that is,
Wow.
this could be
Chef,
a screensaver.
you have
This could be a
gone
screensaver on my
beyond.
computer.
Oh my goodness. All right,
get
well,
that.
here we
Oh,
are.
yeah.
It's the end of the show in perfect timing, Chef. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Hey, let's try it.
Okay, let's see if it's any
know,
good.
I know,
I'm
I
not
know,
sure
I
it
know,
is.
Mine's
The
delicious.
best. The best. Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all coming out.
Yeah, thanks to
Letting us-
Dalton Golf and Country Club for letting us be out here today. Chef
Thank
Kobe,
you.
appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.
All right,
Thank
till
you.
next time, Southern
Sassy.